What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Justice League movie. So it's currently New Year's Eve, so happy New Year if you're watching this post New Year's Eve. So the Zack Snyder cut that everyone wants, it doesn't look like we're going to get it, and this is for multiple reasons. I don't think Warner Brothers are actually going to be releasing it, even though the change.org petition got 165,000 signatures. I don't think this is going to change anything, and there is also a website called ForSnyderCut.org. Now we might get the Snyder Cut at some point. Now the reason I don't think we're going to get a Snyder Cut is because the version of Justice League that Zack Snyder made is completely different to the version that we got. So what happened, if you don't know, is they shot the whole movie, Warner Brothers weren't happy with it, then they cut an hour off it, then re-edited some of Zack Snyder's original shoot. Mainly the Superman scenes were re-edited, reshot, so it would have to change a lot of the movie, and also the ending, the kind of, we didn't get Darkseid, we didn't get the black Superman suit, we didn't get the ring scene from the trailer, and that's why a lot of the critics saying you think you've seen a lot from the trailers but you haven't. It's a bit weird that they use a lot of the Zack Snyder shots during the trailers but they never made the final movie. I find that very interesting. Now the biggest reason that the home release Blu-ray won't be the Zack Snyder cut or won't even be an extended cut is because the way the movie was supposed to end, with Darkseid coming down from Apocalypse, talking to Superman and all that kind of stuff, that would change the movement of where DC want to go forward, and it looks like they're going to go with the Legion of Doom with Lex Luthor and Deathstroke. But the main factor is this movie didn't break $700 million, and as everyone knows, the budget for the movie was $300 million-ish, maybe a bit more, and then the marketing was like $300 to $400 million, I think. So it hasn't even broke even yet. Now, if they were to make a Zack Snyder cut with Darkseid and everything changed, they'd have to spend between $30 million and $70, $80, $90 million, because they'd have to literally re-edit a whole movie, add scenes in, bring in a whole special effects VFX team, and it would cost a lot of money to re-edit the Zack Snyder cut. Yes, the footage is there, so I'm not disputing the fact that all these additional scenes are there. We're getting kind of the Aquaman scene, Bruce Wayne actually having the money in his hand, offering $25,000 and $30,000. So we know factually that these scenes were there. We know the Black Superman scenes were there. We know Darkseid scenes were there. We know there was so much more to this movie than what we actually got. But the problem is Warner Brothers are about making money, and they're not going to release another cut of Justice League. To be honest, this isn't the case of Batman vs Superman, where we got one at the cinema. Zack Snyder wanted to release a 3-hour one in the cinema, but we got a 2.5-hour one, and then they released an extended 3-hour cut, because that didn't really change the movie going into Justice League. If they were to ever release the Zack Snyder cut, this would actually change the whole story of the Justice League movie. We'd get all the Cyborg scenes, we'd get more Mira and Aquaman scenes, we'd get Cyborg's mother. It would factually change the whole movie. Now, it's not just the money issue. It cost $50, $60, $70 million to bring out the Zack Snyder cut, and yes, I do fully support the ForSnyderCut.org website. I will link it down below. It's not gone live yet, and I do fully support the fan petition that was made, but I realistically don't think it's going to go anywhere, and that is the reasons why we are never going to see the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League. And also, I know that Zack Snyder is working on the screenplay with Wonder Woman 2, as he did with the first Wonder Woman movie, but realistically, guys, it's sad. We're just going to have to admit that we're never going to see the Zack Snyder cut. Maybe in 20, 30 years we might see it, but it's just not going to happen, guys. I don't like to be negative, because I've done a lot of work on this channel on Justice League, because I do believe that it should have been a much better movie than we still got, but I still fully support it, and I still will be buying the Blu-ray whenever it comes out. I think it's slated to come out on February on Amazon Prime, so I will be buying the cut, because I still support kind of Warner Brothers regardless to if we ever will get the Zack Snyder cut. And for one, guys, Zack Snyder would have to come back to edit it with a team, and I don't think they're going to do that, because usually kind of a Blu-ray comes out, extended cut comes out 3 to 4 months after the release of the movie. So we're in November, so November, December, January, February, and it's also out in China currently. I believe some people are saying it's out in China. So guys, these are my reasons why I don't think, regardless to all the fan base pushing for it, I don't think we're ever going to see it. I think the best we might get is some leaked, deleted scenes that end up on the internet, how we got the Iris West scene, with Barry Allen saving her and all that kind of stuff. So guys, let me know what you think. Do you think we're ever going to get to see the Zack Snyder version of the Justice League with Darkseid? And that Darkseid editing a bit alone would be a lot of work just to edit the Darkseid scenes, because it'd have to be pure, I don't know, CGI or motion capture most likely. But anyway guys, please like, subscribe and comment if you could. Hit that like button, that does help the channel grow massively, and we will be covering all the up and coming DC Extended Universe news and stuff like Aquaman, Shazam and that kind of stuff. Anyway guys, if you want to join Team Warstu and the Warheads down below, hit that bell button and I will catch you guys in another video guys very soon. Catch you later.